ROZKREV here. I was VXO. ROZKREV is VXO backwards. I know it sounds Russian, but what can you do? You guys gave me over 10 likes on the CoD4 PC dual charge. In fact, you gave me more than 20 times more likes, which I asked for, and I appreciate that a lot. And I promise you guys a tutorial after my promotional video, which this should be 2 days after, as I'm going to be uploading videos quite consistently. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing next, so maybe you guys can, chip in and, give me some ideas. Okay, so the tutorial which I'm going to be showing you how to do is, on this HUD you saw the strike statue spinning around. Let me just try and show you. Like so, you saw it spinning around just a bit there, and if you've seen the Call of Crisis edit, then you will know what I'm talking about. It's pretty much a tutorial showing you guys how to import 3D models into Cinema 4D and then texturizing. So yeah, let's get started. The programs you are going to need is 3D Ripper DX, DXT BMP. Let me just load that up. And you're going to need 3ds Max and Cinema 4D if I haven't already said. And yeah guys, can't be asked to hide it anymore. Let's just zoom that in. There we go. I honestly don't give a shit anymore because you must know I have been using it because I've been aimbotting in like 20 servers just for the lols. But don't worry, I don't edit with my own clips, and I don't wish to, get publicity off the clips which I use. I just do it for fun. Unsub if you want, but, I'm sure you're here just for my edits and my tutorials. Okay, so let's get hopping on board with this tutorial now. First of all, we want to use 3D Ripper DX V1.8, and you're going to want to redirect this to your Call of Duty 4 multiplayer. So you go computer, local disk C, program files, x26, Activision, CoD4, IW3MP, which is a multiplayer. And then we want to untick all of these if one of them are ticked, and the capture key is F12. You may change it if you want. It's one of the F buttons, and we press launch. And what this should do, it should launch up CoD4, and I've got it in windowed mode, just to show you. I tend to load a mod with this, so I'm just going to load a mod with this. And I want to do /devmap mp_strike, and that will load up the map Strike. Okay, so once the map Strike's loaded up, we just want to pick a class. And let me just change the speed of the player. What the fuck? Just so I can get to the statue. Okay, so then when we're in front of the statue, we want to type in /center view, and it should center the screen. And what this will do, it will not affect the objects in any sort of way as they go wonky. I've tried it before and it's not recommended. So I'm going to press F12, and to know this is working, it should say capture in frame. This can take up to 5 minutes, however it only takes 5 seconds for me. And it should go laggy afterwards. I'm not sure why, but we don't need CoD4 anymore after that. So what we need to do now is go into 3ds Max. As you can see, I've already done it before. And you want to press import. And they should be, if you're new to 3D Ripper DX, then there only should be one. But I'm going to locate mine now, so it'll be 1910 right here. And you want to press open. And if your monitor aspect ratio was different than 4:3 and your FOV was different to 90, then please change it. And you obviously don't need to change any of this. And you press OK. And what this is doing is loading the map which you've just captured into 3ds Max, for us to get the object out and import it into Cinema 4D, and then hopefully add the textures onto it. So yeah guys, if you guys have any tutorial requests which you want me to do on any of my edits, then feel free to ask, because I'm running out of ideas. And if you guys want to see some of my edits which I did in the past, then please state which edit you want me to upload, as I don't really want to upload them all, but if you have a favourite one, then please tell me, and I'll probably upload it. Okay, so as you can see, the strike statue is right here, and there's two of them because I imported it in the previous one, so let me just delete this strike statue. There we go. So it should be like this for you. To move the camera about, you use all these tools in the bottom right. I'm doing the pan view. The field of view is in and out, and the orbit is where you spin. Okay, so none of that's going to be needed. All we need is to locate it on the top and have it on the perspective view as well, just so we know we're not deleting it. So we want to delete everything but the strike statue, like so. So we just want to leave the strike statue intact. So I want to delete all this shit in the back, and now we are left with just the base, hopefully. What I tend to do on the top, I tend to, highlight a massive chunk of it on the left, press delete, and get a massive chunk on that side as well. So there we go, we've just got the strike statue model, and what we want to do, we want to export it, press export, and we want to export it to a 3D Studio file. As you can see, I've already done it before. So I'm going to change this to the strike statue, and we want to preserve Max's texture coordinates. Now what we want to do, we want to go into Cinema 4D now, and we want to press File, Open, and we want to open that project, which is here, the strike statue. I put my scale to 5. It's alright if you guys do it to any more, any less. Basically it just scales it up. And now we should have two objects. Now, if you guys wanted to do the effect which I did, where it's just wireframe rotating, then you press the render settings, press effect, go on cell renderer, put the edge color to white, and you press the background color to black, and you tick edges and outline. And then when we preview this, it's just wireframed. And obviously to rotate it, first of all you need to highlight both of the objects, press Alt G, and that groups it into a null. And then we want to change the anchor point, which is on the left where the arrow's pointing up, and on the right. And then we want to put that in the middle of the strike statue, around here. And then we just want to keyframe the rotation tool, keyframe here, go to 90, and spin around to 360, about there. Then keyframe it, and then it should spin around, and then we just render it from there. But if you guys want textures on the strike statue, then untick this, and when we render it, there's no textures whatsoever on it. So I'm going to show you how to do it now. Now bear in mind, these are some of the textures. I'm not sure why, but quite a lot of the textures, actually go in here. So we just need to trial and error on this. The last thing I did was it was successful on this last one. So what we need to do is go on DXT Big MP, and let's just say let's get the last texture. I'm not sure if this is the real texture or not. It should be. And we want to copy this, close it down, open in DXT BMP, and go in your textures file in your 3D Reaper DX, which probably was located in your documents. Then you press paste, then .dds, you press open, and there we go. That's a strike statue textures. So now what we want to do, we want to press center editor down here, and this is why Paint's useful, guys. Paint is useful because of this. Now, you can edit the textures however you want here. So let's just say, I'm not sure where the face is on this. There we go. The face is there. So let's just give him some glasses. Like so. Boom. Pimp. Now we want to save as, and we want to save it as the file 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. save, and then we want to locate this texture to where we've just saved, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 BMP, and then we load it on, and let's see this. The strike statue is glasses, guys. The texture is added on, and now I'm not saying it is the best of textures, but it is pretty good, and obviously you guys can add bump map if you want, but that is how I get the textures in for the models. And if you guys are experienced in 3ds Max, then you could probably figure out a way on how to, you know, import the textures through 3ds Max, so we don't need the programs DXT, BMP and Cinema 4D. And you just keep repeating this with all the other textures for the gun. If you guys have found this tutorial useful, then please give it a rating, a like or a favourite. Remember guys, this is for those who, you know, aren't that experienced in, you know, 3D stuff and, you know, want to learn. And as I said guys, I'm not the best at 3D shit, and obviously from my edits you can see that. But, you know, I'm trying to learn as well, and I'm giving you guys my knowledge. So yeah, I'll see you later guys. Please request your other tutorial, it would be much appreciated. And I'll see you later guys, peace.